Wow, there is juice going everywhere. I feel like being sticky and having a sex on the beach is probably gonna go hand in hand. Not speaking from experience, I'm just saying it probably would be. Eee, it's so cute. Well, hello there and welcome back to another episode of Cocktails with Ciara. My name is Ciara and I'm a whiskey-loving Irish gal who's on a cocktail voyage of discovery. If you are new here, I have zero professional bar experience other than a passion for making mixed drinks at home and showing you how I do it. So hit that subscribe button, stick around, and we both just might learn something, because if I can do it, you can do it. So in today's video, we are going to be making a quintessential summer cocktail, and also one that has arguably either the best or the worst cocktail name out there, depending on how you look at it. So today we are going to be making a sex on the beach. A sex on the beach is a cocktail that I feel like we all know the name of, but so many of us have actually never tried it before. And I, for one, have never had a sex on the beach cocktail. So I'm very curious to try it for the first time today. I'm a sex on the beach virgin, if you will. So before we get into the history of a sex on the beach cocktail, and I show you how I make it at home for the first time, I would like to take a second to tell you about my Patreon. Not only is it a great way of supporting my channel, but you can also have access to exclusive content. You can get exclusive discounts on my newly launched merch, and you can see the footage that is just too tipsy for YouTube. So let's get into the history of a sex on the beach. So the Sex on the Beach cocktail is one of those super popular cocktails that was around in the 1980s. Doesn't really seem like it is as popular now, but interestingly, there are some contested versions of its origin, like many cocktails out there, but there is one prevailing story. So the story goes that the original Sex on the Beach cocktail was invented in 1987 at the Confetti's bar in Florida. Apparently it was the bartender Ted Pizzo who was challenged to sell as much of peach schnapps, which was like a new spirit at the time. So he created the Sex on the Beach cocktail, which, spoiler alert, has peach schnapps in it, and that is how the cocktail came about. So yes, the story goes that Ted threw this cocktail together, and when a patron was asking what it was called, he started to think of why he thought that tourists and spring breakers, which were the main people visiting Florida at the time, why would they come there? And he said that they would come for the beaches and sex. Therefore, the Sex on the Beach cocktail was born. Now, apparently there are records of the same cocktail that actually predates this story by about 5 years. And apparently that cocktail is a mix of something called a Cape Cobbler and a Fuzzy Navel. I don't know what either of those cocktails are. Maybe we'll make them in the future, but it seems like a similar version or the same version cocktail was already in existence. I don't know. A lot of the great cocktails have somewhat contested backstories anyway, so make of that story what you will. So it was after the creation of the Sex on the Beach cocktail that it was quickly picked up by the famous TGI Fridays franchise, which is obviously huge in America and actually exists here in Ireland as well. And they are super known for their cocktails, so that kind of solidified the Sex on the Beach as kind of a summer fun, you know, beach cocktail. And it kind of continued for a while, and then I guess it just became less and less popular. I think the name is very hard on the nose. Is it a little bit cringy? I mean, it's fun, so I think that maybe this cocktail is due a bit of a resurgence. Given that I've never actually tried it before, I'm gonna have to try it and taste it before I decide if it's worth, you know, becoming popular again, in my opinion anyway. So let's get into the ingredients for a Sex on the Beach. So as I mentioned already, the Sex on the Beach cocktail has a spirit called peach schnapps, which I have to say I've never actually used in my cocktail making here on this channel. So I bought a bottle of Archer's schnapps. Really fun word to say, doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. So I'm excited to make this in a cocktail today. I do love the taste of peach. Actually, this reminds me, I think I jimmied some of this out of one of my friend's parents' liquor cabinets when I think I was like 16 at a house party, and I have vague memories of drinking this. That's probably the last time I drank it. We also have some vodka. I'm going to use some Absolute vodka. And then we are also going to use some cranberry juice. I have some cranberry juice drink drink here. I actually couldn't find 100% pure cranberry juice in my local supermarket, so you'll have to forgive me. But I do, however, have fresh oranges because this cocktail also includes fresh orange juice. So we have our peach schnapps, we've got our vodka, our cranberry juice, we also have our fresh orange juice, and for our garnish we are going to use a slice of orange and potentially a maraschino cherry just to jazz it up. Those are all of our ingredients. Let's get into actually making a Sex on the Beach cocktail. Okay, so we're gonna start by adding some ice into our hurricane glass because this is a typical tropical beachy cocktail. A hurricane glass is going to work super well for this. I've got it nicely filled with some very large ice cubes, so it's going to be super cold. 45 mils of our vodka. I absolutely love vodka and I feel like I don't use it in cocktails enough. I'm going to gently pour this because it's going to spill. I have so much ice in this. I feel like while it doesn't add a lot of flavor to cocktails, it's just great. I feel like I can drink vodka all night and I'm absolutely fine. So along with our vodka, let's go in with our 30 mils of peach schnapps. Oh wow, okay, so it smells so sweet. It's like sweet like grenadine, but it's actually a really nice sweetness that's actually making my mouth water. I really want to try it on its own. Let's just try it, it's fine. Oh my God, that's delicious. Oh wow. What percentage is this? 18. That's great. This is so tasty, like really easy to drink. Okay, so we're gonna do 30 mils of our stunning peach schnapps. I'm so glad I have this now. What other drinks can I make with peach schnapps? Let me know. So now we're gonna go ahead and juice our oranges. Probably could have done this ahead of time, but however. You'll also notice that I'm building this drink in the glass. It doesn't seem like shaking is required for this drink, so it's one of those ones you can whip up pretty easily, which I think lends itself quite well if you're having several of them on a hot summer's day. Wow, there is juice going everywhere. I'm making an absolute mess and I'm already sticky. Oh well. I feel like being sticky and having a sex on the beach is probably gonna go hand in hand. That is 60 mils. I'm going to strain this guy through a sieve because there are some bits in it. Oh my God, this is such a mess. In you go. Ooh, she's looking nice and orange already. Let's go ahead and get our garnish ready and jazz her up. So we've got our delicious maraschino cherry, my favorite thing in the whole world. And I'm just gonna skewer this on the orange slice and hope for the best because you know I am not the best at garnishes. Oh, I'll put this to the side, then we'll top a cranberry and then we'll be done. Okay, I have to say, despite being a very quick cocktail, it is quite messy. Let me just shake this up. I feel like it's a flurry of syrup and stickiness, which honestly, I feel like aligns really, really well with the name of this drink. You know, if you were having sex on the beach, one would imagine it would be quite messy. Not speaking from experience, I'm just saying it probably would be. Let's top with our cranberry juice. Ooh, I probably should be doing this slowly to create some sort of gradient, but I don't know if I have a steady enough hand. So we're topping with our cranberry. She's looking absolutely beautiful. Okay, wow. That is gorgeous. Let's go ahead and garnish and then we are done. So we're gonna add our straw. Does it need an umbrella? Yes. Yes, it does. I love these. My mum actually sent me these because she had loads of them at home in Galway. And during the first lockdown, she posted me a bunch because I couldn't find them in the shops. It's so cute. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. Look at our little Sex on the Beach cocktail. She is adorable. There's a beautiful little color gradient. She's got an umbrella. We've got our double garnish, jazzy straw. I mean, if somebody handed me this poolside, I would be extremely happy. So, I mean, as I said, I've actually never tried one of these before, so I'm very curious to see if I am partial to a sex on the beach. So if you will join me over on my cocktail drinking chair, let's try sex on the beach for the first time and see how she tastes. Okay, so we are back in the cocktail drinking chair, or Dr. Evil chair, as so many of you ask me to call it. And I have my sex on the beach here. She is looking very pretty. Maybe a little bit fussy, like there's a lot going on with the straw, the umbrella and the garnishes, but however, it's kind of a tacky drink, so I think it makes sense. But I'm very excited to have my first Sex on the Beach experience and try this cocktail for the first time. So let's, ooh, it's spilling on my leg. Let's try it and see how she tastes. Oh my God, that is absolutely fabulous. Oh, wow, that's a nice drink. It's amazing. The main thing you can taste is peach. The peach schnapps on their own were incredible, but combined with the cranberry and the orange, it's beautiful. You can't really taste either the orange or the cranberry, like they're there, but the overarching thing is delicious peach. It's stunning. Oh my God, why is this cocktail not more popular? Is the cringy name kind of ruining things? Because this is so delicious. It's really, really easy to drink. It's super refreshing. It's fairly easy to make despite how messy it is. I actually thought it might be too sweet or sickly. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you'll probably know I don't really like overly sweet cocktails. I hate that like cloying sweetness of certain drinks, especially if they have a lot of citrus, like orange juices, pineapple juices. Sometimes they can be too much. This is super. It's great. I can see how one too many of these could actually lead to you having sex on a beach. You know, they have that kind of vibe about them. I'm super happy. This is an absolute like yes from me. So it is now that part of the video where I get to sit back, enjoy my cocktail and answer some questions from my Patreon community. So I have a question here from Anthony Heartless, and Anthony asks, I would like to know if you lead tours. As far as a cocktail tour, I would absolutely love to do something like that. It would be amazing to have a bunch of people and go around to some of the cocktail bars and try some of my favorites. I think that would be great. But as it stands, I am not doing that. I mean, as it stands right now in Ireland, our cocktail bars aren't exactly open. And if they are, you can only have cocktails outside. But I think that's a great idea and I will look at it in the future because I think it would be a lot of fun. So if you are someone who partakes in a sex on the beach, the cocktail, not the activity, I don't want to know about it if you do the latter. Let me know how you make yours. Do you make it the same way? Do you use more peach schnapps? I actually feel like a little goes a long way in this drink, but I would love to know if you are a fan, how do you make yours? And as always, if there are any other cocktails you would like to see me make, please do let me know in the comments because I love hearing your recommendations. And if you liked this video and you'd like to see more easy cocktails that you can make at home, I will link a playlist up here. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you on my next one. Cheers!